I just feel like if it was my mom or anybody in my family that was missing, I'd want somebody to, to come out and search and try to help find her and bring her home.
We're out here just to support and just be here as more support and see if we can find anything and help out as much as we can.
And I just feel like it's time that we get out there and look for her. I haven't seen any search parties. She was kidnapped and goes missing at 84 years old. So my concern is her safety and bringing her home.
Right. Volunteers joining the search for Nancy Guthrie. As reports state, the kidnapping probe may see resources scale back as leads have been coming up empty. Here to react is former NYPD Lieutenant and U.S. Army veteran Darrin Porcher. So, Darrin, scale back, that's got to be devastating to the family.
It is, but the one thing, the point of contention as it relates to these search parties in connection with the civilians, I think it's an ambitious endeavor. However, we need to bear in mind civilians are not subject matter experts as it relates to extracting evidence. One of the things that I want to mention is DNA. Whenever you recover DNA, it should be housed in a paper bag and not a plastic bag, because a plastic bag will generate bacteria. In addition to that, the civilians can possibly contaminate the scenes. So I think it's best for the professionals to extract this information, because we have something we refer to as a chain of evidence. When we go to court proceedings, a defense attorney is going to hammer on what the chain of evidence was. Was it destroyed? Was it photographed in a proper positioning? And this is a point that we need to lend deference to the professionals in law enforcement.
So if this is you, Darrin, and it's your family, do you hire private investigators at this point?
I think a private investigator is a great component, but at the same token, you are provided the backing of law enforcement to embark upon these types of endeavors. So a private investigator is great, but at the same token, law enforcement is responsible for conducting these searches. And this is a painstaking process, because we're going for months and we haven't come up with substantive clues as it relates to where Nancy is located, nor the perpetrators. We're running the DNA. Initially, we had something that was placed into the CODIS database. We didn't get a hit on that. Now they're going towards the genealogical component to look at the familial content as it relates to the DNA. I'm hopeful that we can come up with something, but bear in mind, 80% of the people in that genealogical compound are Caucasian, 20% are other. So we can still possibly gain a miss as it relates to the genealogical component. Although we did receive success as it related to the Brian Kohlberger case in Idaho, which subsequently introduced a conviction in that case.
So do you believe the answers are still out there? Do you believe that it's just a matter of approach? You think this puzzle can be solved?
I think the answers are still out there. One of the things that we do in law enforcement is introduce something we refer to as a clean team. That's a set of fresh eyes on the investigation. Not saying that the investigators that were on this initially were not good at what they do, but oftentimes when we bring in a new group of investigators, they have a different perspective, and they can possibly wrap their head around something that the first group didn't see.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So, Darrin, last real quick question about the media. Has the media leveled off, too?
Well, there's been a change in front of Nancy Guthrie's house. Initially, they moved the media out a couple of days ago, and it was a two-way street. Now it's a one-way street, and it seems like the media pit has decreased since that's happened. But ultimately, the media is putting out the amplification of this message, and hopefully more and more people can pick up on something that they can provide to law enforcement moving forward.
All right, Darrin Porcher, thanks so much. Very frustrating, I understand.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.